The boy arrived at his foster home for the first time, but the moment his foster father saw him his smile instantly disappeared. The stern expression made the boy so nervous he could barely hold his luggage. He cautiously reached out to greet him but only looked more timid. Judging by the foster father's face, it was obvious he didn't like the boy his wife had adopted. What kind of fate was waiting for the boy after this? The boy's name was Thomas and he had grown up in an orphanage. One day he happened to find a pigeon trapped behind the curtain and out of kindness he opened the window to let it go. He never expected that would anger a few school bullies. They stormed toward him with such force that Thomas froze in fear. The bully demanded to know who told him to do that and ordered him to catch the pigeon again. Then they tore up his freshly drawn artwork and broke the few pencils he had left. Thomas could only stay silent and endure it all since he had always been shy and withdrawn and had long been bullied and mocked in the orphanage. At that moment an angelic figure appeared by the window watching him. Soon after he was taken to the director's office. Nervously he opened the door and saw a radiant blonde woman standing there. Mary. Mary took Thomas away and they crossed the sea to a small island 30 nautical miles off the coast of Ireland. This was Thomas's new home, a white cottage by the ocean with smoke curling from the chimney. But when they reached the doorstep, the timid Thomas didn't dare to go inside. He finally summoned the courage to step through the door. The house was small but cozy and thoughtfully arranged, and for the first time Thomas had a room of his own. Red bedsheets, a yellow raincoat, blooming flowers, and a pair of blue pajamas Mary had sewn herself. All of this gave Thomas a warmth he had never known. Mary had never been a mother, but she was a natural at it and knew how to bond with a child. She brought Thomas to the chicken coop and playfully taught him how to get hens to lay eggs. The fun lesson brought a rare smile to his face and soon he had collected 2 warm eggs. But as he turned around he was startled by his stern foster father and dropped the eggs on the ground. Unlike her husband's coldness, Mary always comforted Thomas with gentleness. She knew that only by giving Thomas enough love could she help him grow strong. One rainy day when Thomas hesitated at the edge of a puddle, Mary stepped forward and asked, "You don't know what puddles are, for how can you say no to that?" In that moment Thomas let go of his shyness and danced joyfully with Mary in the rain, their laughter louder than the downpour. But the arrival of Alec shattered that brief joy. Sensitive as ever, Thomas immediately stopped smiling and stood frozen like he had done something wrong, not even daring to go inside. Mary noticed this and gently explained to him, "Don't be fooled by how Alec looks like a stone by the outhouse all rough and ugly, because underneath he's got a soft heart. Just give it time and you'll see." That night Mary brought Alec to the fireplace hoping to ease the tension between him and Thomas. But Alec bluntly admitted he didn't like the boy. He complained and vented without realizing Thomas was behind the door and heard every word. That night Thomas lay in bed feeling heartbroken, unable to sleep. The next morning Thomas saw a beautiful rainbow across the sky and ran to share it with Mary. But when he saw Alec in the room, the words caught in his throat and it took everything he had just to stammer out the word rainbow. Due to copyright restrictions, this movie can only take you this far. The name of this movie is Rainbow Shines.